What's going on YouTube? My intro just didn't save, so basically I'm re-recording it, but today I got y'all with basically a inside score from a point guard. It's basically a Ben Simmons type build, so I'm gonna get right into where the audio comes back in at. So yeah, basically it's a Ben Simmons type build, a point guard, tall point guard who really just can't shoot the three. I'll probably put his midi up just for the purposes of this game. Mid-range is pretty OP, so we're gonna start off with the height. We're gonna go max that out 6'8". The weight, we're gonna drop that all the way down to 185, and the wingspan, we're just gonna drop that down to 7 foot because the difference in the wingspan right here, you see the midi goes from 92 at 7 foot to 91, and I want that midi magician on Hall of Fame, which is a 92. So that's the first thing I'm gonna put up. And like you see right here, 91, you don't get that Hall of Fame, and you get a Hall of Fame at 92. So that's gonna be the first thing we're gonna put up. Like I said, 3-point shot, we're gonna leave all the way down. Just for the purposes of this build, I want him to be able to dunk on people a little bit. So we're gonna put that up at an 89. We're also gonna put standing dunk up because I want him more of like an interior score, inside the arc score. That's probably what he's gonna come out to be. So standing dunk, we're also gonna move that up to a 70. That gives us, I'm pretty sure, basically all the packages, not the contact packages, but pretty much all the packages necessary. Pass accuracy, we're just gonna move that up to a 77 because that gives us the needle threader on bronze, which is a pretty good threshold to have. If you want to drop it a little more and put something else up, I would recommend not going nothing under a 75 for the Ja Morant pass style. So I'm gonna leave it at 77. Ball handle, I'm gonna max that out at 85 just for the packages. No, we're not getting Steve Francis or none of that, but we're gonna be able to get by our defender basically. And then speed with ball, we're gonna move that to 75. That should be enough for that's enough for pro, definitely. I don't know what D book is, probably 80, but this should be enough no matter what you're trying to do. I don't want this build to be like a dribble god, but if you want him to be a dribble god, you can probably, actually you would have to rearrange the height probably. I don't think at 6'8" you can get the 80 speed with ball, but 75 is more than enough. And then I'm gonna come down to defense. I'm gonna put my steal at an 85. That gives us all the steal badges on silver. See, interceptor goes up, then right stick, then gloves, so that's good enough. And then just perimeter, we're just gonna move that to 75 just for bronze clamps. I would say this build is more of a fives build, like a rec build just to play around with. I wouldn't say this build is comp at all. So after we move our steal up, personally, I like to have block on my builds. You don't have to put it up if you don't want to, but we're gonna move that up to a 68 because you see a 68 will give us the bronze chase down. So some of that might just cut out, but you see this is where I'm at now. Like I said, block, I moved it up to a 68 because we get that bronze chase down. If you don't like block, you don't have to put it up. But after that, we're gonna go to our physicals. I'm gonna move the speed up to an 81 because that gives us the hyperdrive at an 80 and then speed booster at an 81. Excel, I'm gonna move that up to a 73 because that gives us blow by on silver. Yes, it does. See right there, that changes. Strength, I'm gonna move that up, max it out at a 74. That gives us the bulldozer on bronze, which is gonna be good enough for what I'm trying to do. I like my builds to personally be faster, which is why I go lower weight, more speed, less strength. But if you want him to have more bulldozer animations, you can definitely move the speed down or move whatever you want to down. Like I said, the block you can change, the midi you can change, like whatever you want to change, please do. That's it. It should fit your play style more than anything. And then vertical, I'm gonna put that up to an 80 right now, and then I'm also gonna max out stamina. And then post control, I'm also gonna throw up to a 92. I'm gonna try to get it to, yep, right there. And then the 92 gives us unpluckable gold. So without that, you see the post control or ball handle. So you need the 92 ball handle and the 92 post control. You guys know how steals are in this game, so I immediately moved this up to a 92. And I think that's pretty much the build. The 68 here. Interior, I just left that down to a 55. Yeah, so basically The screenshot that I have is a little different. I have my driving layup at a 70. I think, what did I change? I changed my vertical. So if you want your vertical at an 80 or 79, which I don't think at an 80 you get any more contact packages or any dunk packages that are different from the 79. If I'm correct, I could be wrong. Then I move my driving layup up to a 70 for the bronze fearless finisher, which is actually a pretty solid badge even on bronze. So basically that's the type of decision that you have to make with this build. So either the fearless finisher or the 80 vertical to a 79, which you still get all the contact packages and pretty much all the dunk packages with the 79 vertical, so you should be good there. And then this is pretty much the build. I think I just maxed this out at right here like this. I probably did, yeah, right there. And then this build comes out to shades of, I don't think it's gonna be Ben Simmons now. It's Cade, Shy, and Penny. Yep, Shay, Cade, and Penny inside the arc score, like I said. And then, like I said earlier too, if you guys don't like your block being at a 68, you can definitely put that down. You don't really need block in this game, but me personally, I like to have block. And then this, like you see, you get all the you get a pretty solid amount of attributes up, and you can honestly play around with it. I don't think you can really hit threes with a 67, but if you want to put that up to a 67, you can. Where was this at? 47, I think. Yeah. And then you can even put your pass accuracy up. You can put more perimeter. You can actually put a lot more perimeter, which would probably be the best bet if you're trying to play defense. I wouldn't put steal up because you don't get no badges. Badges are more important in this game. But this is a big jump. Your perimeter is a big jump if you want to put your block down. Your rebound, you can max that out. What else can you do? You can even put your vertical back up. You can even put, let's see where your dunk can get to. If I put this down to a 79, you might as well put that up 80, and then you can get the 93 driving dunk, which gives you posterizer gold, slithery gold. This is pretty solid too if you don't like your block. And then where'd I have this at? I had this at an 89, had this down to a 70. And then I had, this was like that. Interior came down a little bit. You can even put your interior up if you want to be, you can get that to a 78. You can put your pass accuracy up to an 84. But yeah, like basically you just got a lot of options out of it. Depends on how you want your build to play. I like having my block up. Let me drop this back down. What's happening? Let me see, 68, 75, 79. Yeah, so this is where we was at. Yeah, so I personally like having my block up, but it all depends on what you want to fix. I would say out of this build, block and even post control is the least important, but having a big guard that can post up is pretty good in this game, especially with how post fades are. You can do drop steps. You can do a lot of things with this build on the inside, and that's what the build I made him for. So it's pretty much all I got for you guys with the Ben Simmons build. If you guys like the build, like, comment, subscribe. Even if you don't like the build, just comment what you don't like about it, and we can talk about it. That's all I got for you guys, and I'll see y'all in the next one.